We've all marveled at the beautiful nature in Richmond, but what actually does it take to make sure it stays that way? Well, we are checking in with Shelly from Capital Trees to find out. How are you doing?
I'm good, thank you.
I love everything you guys do. Tell us about Capital Trees.
Yeah, Capital Trees is a nonprofit that works to cultivate vibrant public green spaces in Richmond. And what that boils down to is three things. We want to improve green spaces by increasing tree canopy and cultivating new green spaces for people in Richmond. We take care of those green spaces in environmentally friendly ways. And then we educate the public about the value of green spaces and the value of trees for our community.
I think we forget because it gets so hot here that it is important, especially for the shade factor here in Richmond, not just like the beautification of everything, but like the shade is important and that comes from the trees.
Yes. Yeah, I mean, that seems obvious, but today I was out on an asphalt parking lot for another event and it's probably only 75 today and it was still burning up and hot.
Massive difference.
Yeah, and the trees, what they do is not only do they provide shade, but they also release water into the air and they cool surfaces. So you get the immediate cooling from trees when you're in the shade, then you get the long-term cooling because they keep the surfaces below it cooler so it doesn't release heat back off at night.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. What about like for those of us in our everyday lives, how we want to help the trees? What can we do?
So there's a few things you can do. One thing you can do is plant trees, and you can plant native trees that are good for your space. So there's native plant guides out there from the Virginia Native Plant Society, Capital Region. You can look there for trees and base it on the sunlight, the soil, and all that. So that's really important. You can take good care of your trees. There's good ways to plant them. The biggest thing is not to let anybody put mulch all the way up to the trunk. We call that a mulch volcano. We really want like a mulch donut so that the trunk can breathe, it can get water, and we don't introduce moisture and pests into the trunk.
I
so that's
never knew that.
A big important thing is don't put the mulch on the trunk.
Okay, that's great advice. Well, if people want to get involved with Capital Trees and see where you guys are going to be, I know you do amazing events. Where can we find you?
Yes, you can find us on social media, Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn. We work through the Community Foundation on CF Engage. That's where we list all our volunteer opportunities. And those include anything from getting your hands in the dirt to weed, to planting new pollinator plants, to planting trees.
Awesome. We can all get involved together, keep Virginia beautiful and Richmond looking amazing. Thank you for everything you guys do with Capital Trees, and thank you for joining us.
Thank you.